How's it going, everyone? Points for Gryffindor, and today I'm reviewing the new Danny Brown and JPEGMAFIA collab, Scaring the Hose. I was already familiar with Danny Brown's music and that sound, but this is my first time listening to a full-length project from JPEGMAFIA. He pretty much did 100% of the production here, and boy were my ears in for an experience. The beats have this industrial hip-hop aesthetic to it. Some of them sound glitchy, clunky, but there's also elements of this like electro, techno, hyperpop, as well as some soul sampling. The best way that I can describe the production is that it sounds like a minefield of samples and sounds. So if you're new to hearing that experimental, abstract hip-hop, you're either gonna really like certain songs, or you're just gonna peel your headphones off and discuss like, what the f. There's definitely a lot of unique and interesting production choices on here. I really like the blaring horns on the song Perfect, which make it an absolute banger. It kind of sounds like a throwback football theme, or even sounds like the Super Smash Bros. Theme song. I also enjoyed hearing the samples of these early 2000s hits, like on the opening song, or the Khalees Milkshake sample on the song Fentanyl Tester. And there's also elements of gospel, like on the songs God Loves You and Ho. And then there's the track Garbage Pail Kids, which has the weirdest sample flip I've ever heard. Apparently it's a Japanese commercial, and then that's looped and also progresses into this like metal guitar riff. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Now Danny and Peggy do work well together, going back and forth. They both have that quirky vibe to them. And there's definitely a lot of entertaining lyricism throughout. There's a lot of pop culture and topical references. I mean, the first words on the opening track are "fuck Elon Musk." I mean, there's even a bar about Hunter Biden, and also one about Jack Harlow with his chicken combo meal. And on the song God Loves You, Danny Brown's verse has these biblical references, but also uses them as sexual metaphors. You can tell that these two artists definitely had fun making this project. There is only one feature, and it's from Red Veil, an up-and-coming rapper who I like, but honestly his feature isn't even needed. And of course, I can't forget to mention some of the poor bit of mixing on here, particularly with Danny Brown's vocals. Danny can already be inaudible on his own, let alone when the mixing has his voice even lower. But overall, I did find this album to be mostly entertaining, enjoyable, despite as wacky and dysfunctional as it may sound. That was probably done on purpose, and that's the lane that these two artists are in. It's as if these two artists and their cult fan bases are in on their own joke. I mean, on the title track it says it all, scaring the hose and how they only make that weird shit. The more you replay the songs, the more and more you'll catch these sonic Easter eggs. This album feels like that wild, weird friend that ends up growing on you. I guess I'm not that much of a hip-hop nerd yet. My favorite songs are Scaring the Hose, Perfect, God Loves You, and Kingdom Hearts Keys. Those are my thoughts. Stay blessed.